We are here for another ship teardown. Remember how I told you that that last episode was the last spacer ship? Well, I was wrong. There is actually a spacer Vulture, and this is it. This is just the version you can buy. I couldn't find the Vulture, so I looked it up, and there is a ship that you can buy that meets the exact same requirements and specs. The only thing different, well, instead of being green, it's white, and instead of being gold, it's gold. And instead of being yellow, it's gray. So it's the exact same one. This is the Spacer Vulture. I know, like, it's not the normal color of Spacer ships. That's just because it's the bought and paid for version. So we know that the Spacers do steal this ship, and this is the ship that they use for their Vulture. So this is going to be the ship that ends this particular series for the Spacers, and then we'll move on to Ecliptic, and this time this is the last ship. I've even looked it up. So we come inside and let's go into the ship. This is actually the Starhawk by Stroud and Eklund. So you can buy the ship from Stroud and Eklund. Let's go ahead and review it. You come in here, and then right away we go to a companionway. This looks like another companionway with a top docker. Our main room here is a lab. That's great because you can have your pharmaceutical, your research. So it's nice to have these things in your ship. You go straight forward through here, and then we can go this way. This is a pretty neat little room. This is the captain's quarters. Here's your bed. Did not see a door that way yet, but here is your berth. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. There's a door on this side, and it goes to another lab. That's kind of weird. Maybe if you got this ship, you could change it out for like a workspace, because you don't need two of them. You come this way to our cockpit. It's a big old cockpit, 5 seats. Let's get out of here and do the teardown. It's got a big old back end. Alright, now we'll talk to our favorite person.
You can work that? Sure, how about it?
So the real name of the Spacer Vulture is the Stroud and Eklund's Starhawk 2. So the guns will be different on the Spacer Vulture. They'll also change for rank 1, 2, and 3. But on this particular ship, we have the 2 lasers. All the weapons will be in the same place, they'll just be different. So instead of being like the 250 MW, they might be like the 300 or the 150. Viking Sea-Peak 100 cockpit, that will not change. The missile launchers 110 by 110, that could change. Everything other than the weapons and shields will not change. Here is our Cap A4, our braking engines from Deimos, our cannon turret. It has 2 of those. They are 54 hull damage by 17 shield damage. Our landing gear, starboard and port for your front of your ship. There's some more landing gear here. This time it's tie-in. Front, middle, and rear. Same on this side. You have your Hope Tech Cap A, front and mid. You have your 2 tanks, 420 fuel. You have even more tanks, 160 apiece, that's another 320 to it. We have our shield generator. We have our reactor, 31. That's a pretty good reactor. What does our shield look like? It is a 930 by 7%. It's not bad. Our gravity drive, 102195. It's in the middle. And then our Hope Tech thruster. This actually looks like a giant gun. So I was like hoping it was like some unique laser cannon or something, but it's not. You have your, we'll come back to that. We have an infirmary, captain's quarters, all in one berth. We have a bunch of caps, like a bunch of them. They're just for looks. Okay. Then we have a companionway. And we have a science lab. So the infirmary and the science lab look like they had the exact same tools, so maybe just change out one of these for a more useful one, like a workshop. You have your cargo holds. There are tons of cargo on this particular one. 2,810. Now, sometimes the spacer ships will have something called shielded cargo. And if you had shielded cargo, just like for the Crimson Fleet, that means you'll be able to hide contraband from the UC and Rangers, different groups. You have 2 Horizon weapon mounts. We have landing gear port, landing gear starboard, and just a bunch of bracers. These are all the same bracers. This is a landing gear, but these are all bracers. We're going to just skip through all of these bracers since there's so many. We have our forward sensors and our landing bay. We have another companionway right here. We'll put these 2 together. And then we have a storeroom. The storerooms, companionways, and the storage all look the same pretty much to me. It's hard for me to tell them apart. We have a top docker. We have a nose aft. These are the rear noses. It's just for looks. And now we come to our engines. So, okay, the top and bottom are different. The bottom is a 16 by 37 on both sides, and the tops are 20 by 42. So the reason why they did this makes absolutely no sense. Because they had the max power. This is something I see a lot of too, right? So people think because it takes 3 power, and they get 4 of them, and they max it out to 12, that they have the best engines. But this 3 power has 20k by 4k, and then this has 16 by 3700. So it would be better to have 4 of these engines than 2 by 2. You get what I mean? And there's less mass, so it weighs less. And they're faster, better engines for the same amount of energy. But we will go ahead and put it together. And I know it says Starhawk 2, but it is the exact same ship. except for the color scheme of the Spacer Vulture. So now that we have the Spacer Vulture, aka Starhawk 2 ship teardown, we have now completed all of the Spacer ships. And we'll show you the bottom. I just showed you guys the top, show you the bottom. There we go. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.